Hey everybody, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back to another Sunday night hangout show. I could not sit here any longer. I just needed to go live because I was just like, it's 10 minutes. I didn't want to sit here any longer. So I went live. So anyway, there's already, 3 of you here about 20 seconds in. And so thank you for being here. And I'm sure a few others will join us as we go. But anyway, I thought I might as well just go ahead and go live and see what's up. So these shows are always about you, what you would like to talk about. And again, hope everybody's having a great weekend. Some of you, if you have tomorrow off, myself and my kids have tomorrow off, which I'm excited about because it is the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, which is really nice. And I hope some of you get that day off. Fingers crossed. But anyway, welcome to the show. Let's talk about collecting. What's up? Knight says hello. Thank you very much. Knight746. Danny Mitchell, F8B says, hey, guys. Thank you for being here. Ronaldo says, hey, guys, Batman. Thank you very much for being here. We got Theodore in the house saying, evening, Chris. Happy Monday from my end of the world. Well, we're glad to have you, whatever end of the world you're at. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We've got I am Derp Man. Bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-dum, bam. Probably just got a copyright strike there. But anyway, Derpy 501 ST2. Why not 501 ST1? That's what I want to know. Come on, Derpy. That would have been, you could have just done the 1, but now you have me confused as to why you might have the 2. We got, hey, Chris and everyone else. Thanks for being here. Nate Rose 4741. Anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. Again, this is your show, whatever you guys want to talk about tonight. What do you guys have coming in? What is new on the horizon? So one of the questions that I have been asking here real lately was an issue of whether I should order the Legendary Beast Joker. I've got this one right here. You got the black and the Harley Quinn, or you have the purple with the Harley Quinn. So that is what I'm asking you right now. I want to talk about it here. Let me make it a little bit better. Maybe is that better? You got the Joker right there, and then you got the Joker in black. So what do you guys think? Number one, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to order it. But I don't know which one to get. The black, I think I'm going to get the Harley, even though I might not display her. I want to have her just in case. So I don't know. I think I'm leaning more toward the purple just because it's more traditional. And I do like the way it looks. I really like the not the Alex Ross. Yeah, the Alex Ross portrait where he's kind of looking off to the side. So anyway, this is my new phone, by the way. I got the Z Fold. Love it. Fantastic phone. So I can actually see things with my eyes. But it's nice because you can actually, see the screen a lot bigger. It's nice. Anyway, okay. Already going off the rails. Are you thinking about C2E2 this year, Chris, at all? C2E2 is on my bucket list. It's definitely one that I would be interested in. I don't have current plans. I'm still at this point trying to get arrangements for possibly SDCC, but I don't know yet. Black Canary Prime 1 for me. It's a great piece. I just got the Kotobukiya Lady Loki and Kotobukiya Huntress. Congratulations. Again, these are people that are saying what they have coming in. So Black Canary, I love to hear whenever you guys are getting new stuff. Theodore says, I don't think you need it, to be honest. Okay, so we have a 1 vote for not getting the Joker. Tell me why. Tell me why you don't think I should get the Joker. We want your DCU Batman fan cast now. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I have one. I really wanted the guy that was Reacher. I liked him. But I'm sure that they're wanting somebody younger. Kenneth says hi to everyone. Thank you for being here, Kenneth. And Nate Rose says, I like the purple color of the Joker better. Again, most likely I will, that's the problem is like, this is more traditional Alex Ross and it's different than all the other Jokers I have. Like I've got Joker Say Cheese. I've got the Jimenez Joker. I've got the Libermejo. But I think this one, the colors just really pop really nicely. However, I think that the black, this one would look really good next to the Batman I have from Legendary Beasts because it's that black suit. So again, we've had one person weigh in, maybe two people. What do you guys think? If I get this, should I get the black version or should I get the purple version? I really like the simplicity of him just like standing there with the cane. Maybe the Alex Ross portrait looking off to the side. I don't know, but I'm curious as to what you guys think. What do you guys think? We got Vincent in the house. Hello to Vincent. Thank you for being here. Classic Joker 100%. Okay, Ben Cave says the purple, basically. Can we see closer look at the black version, please? Let me well, let's just do this. I have the technology. Let's just do this. Hold, please. All right, let's look at the Statue Brothers website. We'll go DC. So this is the black version here, which we can look at a little bit, closer up. So you have the Joker. I really like this one, where he's kind of looking off to the side. You can see him kind of up in that corner there. I don't love the other portraits. I'm not really a fan of the other portraits. I do like the hat, and I do like the face looking off to the side. And again, this is probably the pose that I would go with, which would be right here, I think. Again, that's a nice pose there. This is probably another look that I would go with. I really like this look a lot. That's kind of considered the Alex Ross. So like, that's maybe why I would want to get that particular look, because I love Alex Ross, but I don't know. It's just the purple is just so much more eye-catching to me. I mean, this is a nice look too. I just don't love these portraits as much as I do like the Alex Ross one. And I do like the hat. The Aaron from Bat in the Sun's nice. I don't know if I would display it. Again, the hat's nice. The crowbar behind his. They are, I believe, also doing a Jim Lee portrait. So I would maybe display it with that, although I've got my Say Cheese, so I don't really need that necessarily. I love the ha-has on the base. So that gives you an idea on the black. And then, of course, you can do the black with Harley also, which is right here. So, I just don't know. Definitely color. I have the LBS Batman like you do, and I think the colors will complement each other incredibly. Okay, so vote for purple. You already have so many great Jokers in the collection. I don't feel as this one will add as much to the collection. If you do purchase it, though, feel like maybe a few of the others should be sold off. Okay. Oh, bother. Ross does have some drawings of him in the black, but generally he draws Joker with purple. Okay. Hey, buddy, and enjoy your weekend, buddy. Thank you very much, Frederick. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's Frederick. Freddy? Hopefully I said that right. DC Comics KO Amazing. There you go. You know what you want. I do want it. Okay, I would go with the black and the pose you said, the hat one. That's my final vote. I just tend to like that look better. I mean, Harley's great, and I think I would want to get Harley. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed that too, where they have the extra portrait of Harley. You can see her down there in the corner where it's a little bit more of a serious portrait. I don't know. The portraits on this one is just okay to me. Again, I do like the Alex Ross one a lot. And that's probably the one I would go with, or the hat down. But I think I would want Harley just in case. I don't know if I would display her. I don't have a third scale jester. But I do like the simplicity of just him with the cane, So, I mean, that gives you kind of an idea there. And then, of course, you have the purple version of, that looks really great too. With that looks great right there. With the purple and the red, definitely a little bit more traditional. I'm trying to see if there's a picture like that, like this one right here. That's probably how I would display it. Just like that, if I had Harley with the serious face, probably. I don't know. What do you guys think of this Harley too? Or would you go just for this right here and just do this? Hat, cane. Simple. What do you guys think? Because I think that does look good. We got Matt Martin in the house. If you get the purple, I'll get the black version. There you go. We can maybe trade, tag in and out when we get tired of it. I just don't know. It's tough because I do like the simplicity of it, but I feel like I should get Harley just in case. I got shipping zapped today. Darth Nihilus not coming until tomorrow. Well, congratulations, you're getting it. Joker is my favorite. Thanks, Chris, for your time. Appreciate it, as always. Yeah, I would go with the Harley as well. Too many portraits. Again, I just don't care for the portraits. I like two of all of them. The Jim Lee one intrigues me, but the other ones I don't think I would ever use. This one right here with the hat and the Del Auto portrait are my favorites by a far. I would get the deluxe one on this. The statue would be cool since you could switch her in and out when you want to. And that's kind of the thing I was thinking about is that, I don't know if I would display her because I really like the simplicity of what we see here on screen. But at the same time, I like the idea of having her just in case. My favorite Joker story is The Killing Joke. Mine too. I like the black one here, honestly. Again, the black one is great, but I just don't know, long term, if I would like the black one. This pop of color is just so good with the ha-has. Nate says, I love it. Honestly, get the deluxe. I think you would regret not getting the deluxe. And that's probably what I would do. I would get the black version. It's just different, and it's also a very classy look. I would get Harley as well in case you want to switch it up from time to time. And again, here is the black. This is the one Matt's getting. Matt Martin in the chat right there. He's getting the black one, which is really great, black and white. So again, this is kind of the look you get. If I can get it, there we go. Whoop, there we go. And that looks good too. The Harley takes away from the Joker, and I definitely can see that. Again, I just like the idea of maybe the two of them together, possibly. Just make sure you measure to get. Yeah, no kidding. This one would be a top shelfer. Next to the Batman, probably. Obviously, JC is going to be doing, quite a few characters in third scale. Ra's al Ghul, Clayface, and some others. And so I do like the idea of them kind of being together. But, a third scale Harley is always a great thing, right? Joker's Millions, a golden age classic. Yeah, Joker's phenomenal. I know. I figured it was coming. But again, congratulations to Matt because he is getting the incredible Iron Man coming soon to his house, which I'm excited for. I can't wait. I have an idea, Chris. Do a rock, paper, scissors with Ledger, and whoever wins, pick either one. There you go. Like rock, paper, scissors for black version. Or purple, of course. Every time I pose a question like this, the audience is 50-50 split usually. Half for the black suit, half for the purple. Which is nice. It's just one of those things where I do have, 3 other Jokers. Do I need another Joker but I do like this one because it's a little bit different. It's simplistic. I think I like it better than the Jimenez Joker that I have. I really like the punchline, but the Joker's just okay to me. But I love my Bermejo. I love my Joker Say Cheese. My friend Dan, let me see. He just lowered the price again. So if anybody knows Dan, he's selling his Joker Say Cheese, and it was maybe like $8.45. Let's see. He is offered, $8.75. $8.75. So if anybody wants Joker Say Cheese, hit Dan up. Unbelievable. Great deal. Half off. Yeah, half off of retail. I've been in the same back and forth about Fayed. I'm not sure how to say that. And Sarin 1/3 scales. I got separate spaces for both, but only money for one right now. So I've been going back and forth since like October. At least I'm not the only one. I'm really surprised Dan is selling that Joker. I was too. Actually reached out, like, it's one of those things like, is everything okay? Because, he just sold Tactical Throne, which was one of his favorites. He sold Joker Say Cheese, which is one of his favorites. But he's kind of going through, I don't know, a renaissance, if you will. He's going to change up his collection a little bit. We all go through that where we kind of look at our collection and say, I think I want to do this. I want to change it up. And that's, absolutely acceptable. That's what we all should be doing, is reevaluating our collection and why we are collecting, and is it still bringing us the same amount of joy? And a lot of times we can sell something and use that money to buy something else new. Any word on the Punchline Sideshow? No, I did bring it up last week that almost all of the 12 days of Sideshow items were up for pre-order within the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. So maybe we'll see Punchline here real soon. I've got my custom one right there. I would say the one thing for getting this Joker, since there may be more LBS 1/3 scale villains, even if like 2027, 28, you might want to save, even plan space for less available villains. That's a great point too. Clayface is going to take up a lot of room on this upper shelf. I did just sell Mr. Freeze, but my plan is to have a 3rd scale Freeze from Prime 1. And then, of course, we also have Batman Who Laughs, who I also sold to make room. I actually moved my Catwoman over there because eventually Hush Catwoman will go over here. So I'm just kind of trying to plan ahead a little bit space-wise. MLK Day is tomorrow. Absolutely. Happy holidays to everyone. And again, I have tomorrow off, which I'm excited about. Statue life crisis change is always good. Yeah, that's true. It is one of those things where sometimes, again, you just have to reevaluate. So I was like a lot of you, I was surprised Dan was selling that piece, but he needs the room for something else. I've been only doing a lot of comic game pieces lately. Why I'm looking at a live action piece. That's cool. Terry says hi all. Thanks, Terry, for being here. I think Dan was talking about going more towards the Predator line and Aliens. I know I have not spoken to him directly about that. I actually was talking to him about some other things that he was going to add, but I know Matt mentioned it, during the show. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with what characters he's wanting to add. Change it up a little bit. I love that custom Punchline, and I plan to get it as well. It's one of my favorites. I really like it. So, I'm excited to see what Sideshow does. But it's probably going to have to wow me because I don't probably need 2. LBS statues have an amazingly compact footprint. And that's what's really nice too, is I love Prime 1 bases, but sometimes they can get a little large. So I'm excited about this Joker if I end up doing it, Absolutely. It is. If you can line them all up, I think of like, I know Matt's getting a lot of these, Jeff Delaney's got a number of them, like side by side. Billy Rios, obviously, he's got an incredible lineup with all those Marvel pieces. They all just look so great together. It's out of your usual range, Chris, but would you like a recording for review of the 1/5 Darth Nihilus? Yeah, absolutely. That would be amazing if you would be interested. Yeah, I would be definitely interested. Absolutely. I love to. That's the thing, guys, is like I really like to feature as many things. Like I know that like people's like, oh, you're just the Batman guy. I am, because that's where my passion is, clearly. But I am a statue guy too, and I love to feature the art on this channel. So anytime you have a statue that you get in or you're, curious about, I would love for you guys to film a review, and I would love to feature it here on the channel, especially pieces that I'm not necessarily getting in. But even like, let's say that you got in the Batman versus Killer Croc. If you wanted to film a review of that, yes, I've done it already on the channel, but I want to hear your perspective. And other people might want to hear your perspective, because some people, they tell me they put on my review, but they mute me. They could care less about what I have to say, and that's fine. But I like to feature the art on this channel, so no matter what it is. Mr. Rogues was not a fan of Punchline. Not everybody is. Not everybody's a fan of that character. I know Paul is not. We got JWR in the house. Sup, nerds. Started building my custom barn doors for the new Nerd Cave. That's awesome. Are you going to call it the Nerd Barn then? You should. You got to have a name. Cylon says, hi, Chris. Evening. Thank you for being here. We got, Niculis. I don't know. Marine 22. Nicholas. I don't know. I don't want to butcher your name any more than I already have. Hello, first time on your live. Love your content. Can't wait to get my Knoll 1/3. Well, congratulations on a new piece. That's awesome. And thank you so very much for catching it live. We really appreciate you being here. Happy Sunday night. On the phone, my Marvel Rivals Hulk just came in 1/6 scale. That's awesome. Terry saying hi to Josh, JWR in the house. Joker was awesome in the movie Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Well, of course he is. Anything to do with that movie was fantastic. I've got all the Marvel pieces right now, as well as starting the DC line. That's awesome. So it's nice to collect a line. Jay is really knocking this out of the park. I mean, yeah, Jay Sia, obviously, Statue Company of the Year, many times over with the Legendary Beast pieces that are winners of the Batsy Awards. Like and not just our channel, but other channels as well. There's a lot of love for LBS right now, and Jay's doing a really great job. What really needs is an infinity life-size bust of Patty Mahomes to go in the BSC bunker full Chiefs outfit. That would be a hard pass for me, but I would definitely take a signed helmet. My next really anticipated statue is that Supercraft Batman. Yeah, that's a really great one. I got the print. I just did a video last week about the print that I got in. It's already up for members. Great piece. I cannot wait to add that to the collection. That's another one. I don't know where it's going to go, though. Desert Jane says, yo. Thanks for being here, Desert Jane. I want to see that Hulk PF based on the Venomized one. I think it's going to be the same sculpt almost, So I'm excited for collectors. I know Delaney is interested in that piece. And maybe it's because of what he said that they made it. I don't know. I need that Sideshow, Revan, and Snake. I mean, Pliskin. I have no idea if I'm saying these things right. I do apologize. Will you ever fill up the Batcave? I mean, it's full in a lot of ways. I definitely have space in a lot of spaces, but it's amazing how even a room with 3-car garage, But I could definitely do more with the middle. But I'm getting to the point right now. I'm really happy with the way it is overall. I can definitely tweak a few things here and there, and there's definitely pieces I'm excited about. But I'm always trying to plan ahead. But, at some point the Batcave will be full, but that's the thing is like, if a new piece comes and I look at okay, what could I sell? I always have like 3 or 4 pieces on the bubble, that can go any minute. Like that's one of them. That Dark Knight Returns, that's a piece that could go. Like if it needs to go, it can go if I need the room. Maybe that Killer Croc again, maybe could go. Maybe that Harley Quinn down the road could go. Like there's always ones that like, okay, if I need the space, I'm going to move on from certain pieces. Like I did with Batman Who Laughs and Mr. Freeze. Hey, Chris, I just sent you a picture of the Marvel Rivals Hulk statue. One moment, please. All right, so that's from Nathan right there. Let me right there. That's cool. Thank you very much for sending that to me. It's really cool to see. Congratulations on getting that. It's awesome, Nathan. I dig it. I dig it. Too bad that here in Europe we don't have an LBS distributor. They have a few amazing pieces. I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I'm surprised that there's not something over there. Did you sell your Batman version? No, that was a joke, by the way, in the video. No, Batman versus Killer Croc, he's not going anywhere. Did you sell Iron Man? I did. He lasted 2 hours in the Batcave. My one spot that I had picked out didn't work. So, I keep thinking, like, should I have slept on it longer? Should I have done this and that? Should I have just enjoyed him for a little bit longer? And I could have, but at the end of the day, I just needed to rip that Band-Aid off quick. Matt was interested in it, and I knew that he was looking forward to that piece. And so, yes, it is on its way to Matt. It was dropped off at UPS store yesterday. And so I'm just excited that he gets to enjoy it, because I think it'll really make his collection even better than it already is. I mean, he's already got amazing pieces, but yeah, I don't regret it. I love it, but I think it was the right call. I don't know if you agree with me, but I think the most amazing piece in your collection is the Batman on Throne. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. Again, that was another piece that my friend Dan sold. I believe Matt sold his also. And it's just not for everybody, I guess. But I love it, and I'm really happy with it. I look at it every day. Thanks for being as positive of a channel as you are. It's really a welcome change in this crazy world. Actually, I just did a car side chat about that very topic, and it's up. I believe it's up for members right now. I uploaded it a bit ago, and that's going to be my focus in 2026, is just continuing to try to be a positive force, to focus on the positivity. Life's too short to focus so much on the negative. Absolutely. JWR, I also pre-ordered my first Hot Toys this weekend. What did you pre-order? What are you most excited about getting in this next year? Man Bat. I'm really excited about Man Bat. I'm trying to think of like all the pieces. Supercraft. Let me go into my Google Drive for just a moment. Let me see if I can look at my orders. Not sure if I can find it now, of course. All right, BSC orders. There it is. So I've got Man Bat. I've got the Bane J&D. I don't know when those are going to come out, though. Like, I don't know if that's this year. Affleck Batman, Joker, Phantasm. That'll probably be in 2027. Hush Catwoman 27. Supercraft. So, I mean, right now I've got Batman 1/4, Man Bat, and I also ordered the Poison Ivy from Prime 1 on the Throne. So those three are on my list. I don't know if there's a ton that's coming out this year, actually, unfortunately. Did you see the pictures of the 1/4 Owlman? I don't think so. So now are you thinking still about the Batman and Catwoman 1/4? So, Lane, I think there's a good chance, because I really like the Phantasm, and I really just fallen in love with these dioramas. Like, these quarter scale pieces really have my attention, and I think that I would probably kick myself if I didn't. go for that. I like the idea of them all together. I like that it's all based on that storyline. So I think there's a good chance that I might add those as well. The Bat and the Cat. Batman I don't really love, but I do like Catwoman. I like her portrait. And of course, I already ordered Phantasm, so I mean it would be a no-brainer. So I don't know. I think it's definitely a possibility for sure. And what would you say right now are your top 5 statues? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe I'll put a video out. Kind of I need to process that a little bit. You know, where am I at in 2026? I did my top 10 like pieces I received in 2025 video, but maybe I need to kind of like look at my collection now and be like, okay, what are my top 5? I mean, probably a lot of them are going to be right here on this table, to be honest. Oh, we got the everyday collector in the house. Hey, everyone. Happy Sunday. Cheers to you, my friend. It's great to have you here. This is my second iced caffeinated beverage of the day at 7:21 p.m. at night. So I'm going to be up all night. Chris, wasn't the plan to always review and sell the Iron Man with Matt as the buyer? No, actually, he actually just reached out to me and he said, I get first dibs because the Rogues, as many of you guys know me pretty well. I have done it many times with the heroes, although Batgirl has somehow survived. I don't know how she has. But every hero I get or every oddball piece I get, I end up selling. Not usually within 2 hours. But no, the plan was never to immediately sell it. My plan was to try it out for a while. But my friends, like I said, they were giving me a hard time. Obviously, it's like, oh, Batman or Iron Man arrives today. What's the over under of the selling? And Dan immediately, I give it 7 days, and then Eric will chime in. I give it a week and a half, or because they know me pretty well, and it was like I've had Hush Superman in the cave. I've tried it. Couldn't handle it. I tried Nightwing. I tried Zatanna. I've tried a bunch of different pieces. And at the end of the day, like they're just, I end up selling them because they're just not, I want to always try it to see if it'll work, but I'm kind of particular. And some of you have figured that out by now. But when it came to Iron Man, I really, truly wanted him to work down there. And his head would have scraped the top of the thing. I don't even know. I didn't even try it because I didn't want to like even attempt to scrape that up. Although it was battle damage, so I guess it would have been okay. But I hadn't planned on him being anywhere other than that one spot. So I was truly disappointed about that. But I'm glad that I had a chance to review it. But it wasn't the plan, but it Matt did get first dibs, so it went to him. The good thing about Marvel making Doom and Big Baddie is now that we will get more Doom statues. PCS Doom on Throne is nice, but I already locked in Red Sonja on Throne. Oh, that's another piece I would love to have. That Red Sonja is beautiful. I've kicked around the idea of the LBS Spider-Man 2. That's another piece too. Like it's got that little tower where you can attach the rope or the web, but it wouldn't, like, I think Spider-Man would fit, but again, it would be real close to the top again. But if I took that little piece off, he would fit. But if with that piece, it wouldn't fit underneath the cabinet. So again, that's another piece that would be like, I think it's going to be too close. So I don't know. Yeah, bring on Man Bat. Bring it on. Anthony from Sideshow joined us last week in the chat, and he said that there's a possibility that we might get another Rogue this year, possibly. Man, on ASV Collectibles, I was probably the opposite of you on being positive about the hobby last night. I was basically negative on the pricing on Jubilee and was not, Sideshow is not worth that money. Again, it's real easy to be negative. It's real easy to go that route. But I just feel like, what good does it do? People are either going to buy or not buy. And, it's just, it is what it is. They're not going to change. And so my focus is going to be on the positive this year. I realized I probably need to work on being more nuanced on my takes. Well, it just is what it is. Absolute Joker is scary, and that's not. I don't think that would be a character I would want to get. I do want Absolute Batman, which I would get from LBS or Prime if Prime One makes one. I'm waiting to see if Custom Studios will make a custom Catwoman Hush. What do you think, Chris? I don't know. I'm real happy with the Catwoman Hush that Prime One's doing. That piece might be one to keep in mind to see if this year they announce another one beyond the Clayface and Batman. If they do, then you got a full line ready to put together. Yeah, I'm excited. And I know that I talked to their creative director a few weeks back, and I know they're going to be doing some Jim Lee pieces. So I'm excited about that. Bank Robber, Joker, and the new Harley Quinn from Hot Toys, also getting a couple more from other collectors. That's awesome. So you're really changing up. I noticed, JWR, you were selling a bunch of your premium formats. What's up? Like, what is people are selling weird stuff right now. Zafabok 1/3, you're number one still. I don't know. You have to wait and see with my new video, I guess. I got to think about that for a bit. What's collectors? Maybe did you mean like what's up collectors? What did you decide on Catwoman and Batman paired with Phantasm? Actually, I was just talking about that earlier. There's a good chance that I might go that route. I really like what Prime One's doing with these dioramas, and I think that would be a no-brainer piece, really. Oh, there you go. What's up, collectors? That's what I thought you meant. VP Collections 84. Any plans on ordering LBS Joker and Harley 1/3? Man, see, if you guys are rolling in late, we already discussed this at the very beginning of the show. So just like rewind it to like right about here on screen, and we talk about it quite a bit. I'm definitely interested, and I definitely wanted you guys' take. Like, which one should I get? Black with Harley, green and purple with Harley, or just the simple one? I don't know why I'm fuzzy. Or just the simple one, black or purple. This camera sometimes. And exactly how do I get to become a member? If you want to support the channel in that way, you can hit the join button down below. And it does get you early access to videos and other perks. And so I do want to thank all of our members that are here tonight. Thank you guys very much. And just thank you for supporting the channel like you guys do. It really does help the channel with costs. The amount of money it costs to run Rogues Gallery, that's a fee. Just internet fees and things like that, buying the statues to review and things like that. So all of those things really do help a lot, more than you guys know. So thank you guys very, very much for all of your members and your support. Of course, never feel like you need to become a member, but it is greatly appreciated. I collect statues of Tony Soprano holding an Italian combo. That's awesome. I remember when the Joker was wearing a mask. Yeah, Greg Capullo. That was great. New 52. Just got a Hulk transformation as well as Sanity color version. Both a little pricey, but so worth it. Man, that's awesome. Those are both really, really good pieces from XM. Congratulations. I bet Sanity was a pretty, I was going to say, I bet Sanity especially was a lot. I miss Sanity. I did sell my smoke version. I do, if they ever did it quarter scale, I'd definitely be tempted to get it back. I feel like there are too many good properties out there at the moment. It's hard to stick to one individual line fandom. Yeah, it is. It is. It just is. I think it'd be awesome to see a Gotham City Siren statue line in your collection. I think it'd be fun. I don't know who I'd want to do it. Yeah, Jim Mint did a review on the LBS Spider. It looks nice, especially the webbing effect. Yeah, he's got a great review. And again, I would love for that piece to work. Spider-Man and his rogues are my favorite comic book rogues outside of Batman. So maybe it's still a maybe. I just think if I'm going to do any sort of Marvel stuff, it would have to be quarter scale to go with the other quarter scales down below. JWR is just selling duplicates. Okay, that makes sense. Has anyone mentioned Tweeterhead might be doing refunds soon since they have a big newsletter in a few days? I am sitting on pins and needles with you guys. I've heard nothing about that. I am hoping. I know that they're trying to get out product clearly. And obviously Sideshow is shipping some. So I'm going to try to be optimistic again, my positive attitude. But when it comes to refunds, I guess I'm not going to hold my breath. But it did say it was specifically going to say something about that. Ask Jay from LBS to come back on live stream. I'm interested in the Raws. Yeah, I would love to have Jay back. Maybe we could try to have him up soon. Just FYI, I know we just had the Batsies on Wednesday, but we are going to have regular Rogues Gallery on Wednesday of this coming week. And then also the following Rogues, then in 2 weeks would be the mega auction show. Okay. So just to give you guys a heads up, regular Rogues, because we haven't done one in like a month and a half, like a regular show. Because before we had Danny Earls on, we had the the Christmas show, we had the Batsies, and so thank you guys for tuning in to the show this coming Wednesday ahead of time. But yeah, I'll definitely ask about Roz. I know they're making him. I would do Harley and Catwoman and Poison Ivy and Black Canary 1/6 scales. It'd be cool. Again, all great characters. Have you seen the 1/3 Batman bust on Hexabus? If so, what's your take? Yes. So I like it. They're doing a 3rd scale, I believe, and a 1-to-1 scale. I believe it's custom. Like it's a custom piece. I guess that they do customs, and they're also a distributor as well. That's who I bought my Iron Man from. So I think the bust itself looks cool. Let me see. Let me see if I've got a picture of it ready for Rogues. I can't remember if I do. If I don't, I might have to add them to that. I don't think I do. Hold on, please, for a moment. Do. Batman statue collector. Let's go back into this and see if we can find it right here. Because I think I posted it earlier today somewhere. There's my post about the trying to figure out which one of these to get. Thanks for everybody that watched my video today about the Batman is a Villain. That was a fun video to do. Oh yeah, here it is right here. So this is what it looks like. Again, it's 3rd scale. It's not bad. The sculpt looks a little simple in places, but I do like the base. It's kind of fun. It's like just like kind of like a dream, kind of like a sanity type thing. It doesn't have the full, like it has like pieces of Freeze or pieces of Ivy. It's just something different. Also, it's got a black version as well. So that's a 3rd scale right there. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that one turns out. But again, I do believe it's fan art. And fantastic job with the Batsy Awards. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. It was a fun show to put together. Again, I've been working on it since August, so it's been a long time coming. Evening, Chris and all started unboxing and assembling my Sideshow Batgirl 1/4 Clayface diorama. Congratulations. That's a great piece. Again, she's right down there. I think she's still a great piece. I'm so happy that you got her. I would love to see Prime One do the current comics horror inspired Ivy. That'd be cool. Yeah. We call it grotesque Gotham. What did you decide on the LBS animated Batman? I'm picking up the color version of that, and I'm really excited about seeing it in person. Again, that's still a maybe piece. I thought about, as you kind of come, I have my Kevin Conroy. If you watch my room tour, there was a Kevin Conroy autograph as you come in the room. I thought about maybe having that one face the Finch wall as you come into the room. And then as you come around the corner, I would have my Bermejo Joker and stuff and just kind of push everything down. So I think that piece could work because it would be kind of like on the end facing into the room instead of facing to the inside of the room. That makes any sense at all. But I think there's a chance that I could get that one because I do really like it a lot. Patsy Awards is amazing. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Would you try for the Anne Hathaway life-size statue? I would love to have something like that. I don't want to spend the money, but she's beautiful. It's awesome. Looks just like her. For the price, I don't think you can ask for a better bust than the one on Hexa. But how much is that? I don't even know how much it is. I have a question. How many statues do you have? I don't know. I'll have to count. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right now, I've got 53 statues. 53. I haven't really counted, but thank you. Thank you for me. And now I know. 53. That's quite a few. Not as many as a lot of you out there, though. That's for sure. How are you feeling about the new table setup with the dioramas? I think it's still a work in progress. I'm still going to play around with it a little bit. I do like it. I don't like that it blocks the back. I wish I could adjust the tables, like maybe like have those back two tables kind of a little bit lower so I could see the back a little bit better. But I do like the dioramas in the middle. I just think that they're just awesome, and I like to highlight them because they're just so good. Man, someone posted the XM Supergirl statue. I'm going to go back and forth on that statue every year. Might have to pull the trigger this year during the holidays. Well, hopefully you can get her at a decent price. Wow, small potatoes. I love it. He's 53. I don't know. It's a lot. That's about how many statues I have too, maybe more. I was going to say, I know a lot of collectors have way more than I do. It's $299 Batman 1/3 scale bust on Hexabus. I think $999 for the life size. Not bad. Would you ever add a TV to the Batcave? That was my original intention. I actually wired it so there could be a TV back here. My original thought is like, if I ever wanted to make this like a movie room, which if I ever move, no one's going to want a statue room, but you could easily make this into a movie room, put movie posters on the side, put movie furniture in here. That's kind of the way I set it up. Just that it could be used for other things. And I also wired the Finch wall. That could also have a TV on it. I put plugins up there and I could mount something on there. But like right now, I don't need a TV in this room. I'm happy with just looking at the statues. That's why I come in here. If I'm just chilling in here, I'm looking at the art. If I want to watch something on my phone, again, I just queue up something on my Z Fold here and enjoy a video and then look at the art. There's not a day that I don't sit in that chair staring at my Finch wall. Chris, you need pedestals for your diorama for the museum look and ditch the tables starting to look like an unfinished office. I appreciate the feedback. Again, this is just kind of what I like right now. I don't feel like this room looks like an office at all. And to be honest, it's definitely something you don't see in an office. But I can understand. I did get away from the pedestals because the pedestals to me got a little bit busy, and you can't fit these things on pedestals very well. They're really big, and so that's why I went with the tables. Are you still planning to get the Tweeterhead 1/3 bust Clayface, or at some point are you just going to wait for the full LBS statue? My plan was to get all three. I love Clayface, and so I wanted to get all three. I don't know if that bust will ever get made. Again, maybe Tweeterhead will update us with that newsletter. I just don't know where Tweeterhead's at. I don't know if they're just going to produce the ones that they have on pre-order and then call it good, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that they do continue that line because I'm very interested. I still love Tweeterhead's art. And because of you, I went ahead and bought the Killer Croc versus Batman, as well as Batman Who Laughs versus Batman. Hashtag enabled. Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag enabled. What else can we do? I like that. We can play music. I like it. All right. So anyway, got off on a little bit of a tangent there. Now, how do I get this off of there? There we go. Okay. And for old time's sake, nah, it didn't really freeze. All right. I'm getting punchy. It's time to wrap it up, I think. I love the table ideas you're doing. Thank you very much, Nate. Man, your guess is as good as mine on the Jubilee. I know it's caused a lot of argument here and there about why is it so much more expensive than some of the larger ones that they were $200 cheaper. I don't know. Again, to me, it's just one of those things where they could, it's like this is a character that's not been done. People have been asking for it, so they're gonna ask. I don't know what the edition size is, but I mean, a lot of times people will wait. They'll just wait till it's on sale or wait for it on the secondary market where you can get a little bit of a deal. So I really don't know. I don't know why that they charge what they did. Obviously, they have their reasons. We are not always privy to those reasons, but I think it's a great statue. But I was also surprised by the cost also. I thought it would be around $750-ish. So I was surprised. I was surprised. But I don't know. I've tried to figure out the business side of this hobby for a really long time, and I have no idea most of the time. Things that I think are going to be way more expensive. Sometimes they're more affordable. Sometimes the little statues that you're thinking, okay, this is going to be really well priced, and it ends up being, sticker shock. It's just very, very weird sometimes, and I don't have any rhyme or reason as to why, but I don't know. I don't see another question coming in. We got one more here. Thanks, Chris, because of your positive thoughts. I've been buying DC statues. Well, again, sorry, not sorry. I love to enable you guys. This is a hobby that I love. I love to share my passion with you guys. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for being here. Again, thanks to everybody that shows up to these live streams. Again, thank you so very much for all the members that join. Again, we've had I think a handful of members join this last week, which is amazing. So again, thank you guys for your support in that way. Can't thank you guys enough just for being here, still being part of this hobby through the ups and downs, whether you're buying or not. Just thank you for being here and just being, again, part of the community. It means the world to me. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, Rogues Gallery on Wednesday, and then 2 weeks from then, we will have our auction show, which will be a lot of fun. I'm sure Matt will go off the rails again. We might try to do a balance on that show of kind of like off the rails type, and then some traditional. Maybe we'll do the first hour more traditional, and then go off the rails after that. Maybe we'll see, because I know it's difficult when some of us don't always have all those things to sell. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody again for being here. Oh, sorry. I've got a question. Do you think the Professor Pig might come in? I know there's a custom Professor Pig, and I know that there's been some rumblings about Professor Pig, possibly from licensed companies as well. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow. Hopefully some of you have the day off. And again, we'll see you Wednesday for Rogues Gallery Live. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the Batcave. And I believe tomorrow we have a Hush quarter scale review up on the channel. So thanks, everybody. It's already up for members. See you on Wednesday. Good night, everybody.